Hello, hello. I am pretty excited and actually anxious. Supposedly this is the DLC plus there seems to be side stories, but no main change to the fucking game. So we're going to go into this with the knowledge of what has happened. But now it's pretty meta. Like now you have simulated desktop, which is metaverse, good naming, and also playlists. I really don't know why Dan did this, but the folders are also simulated, so we don't have to go back and forth into the files when scavenging. But I am just going to go through the main story and skip a lot of it since I'm just interested in a side story. There you go, there's more. Oh my god. So they just want the players to easily access the files. Maybe some people don't understand why. Oh, that is interesting. These are two names we've never seen. Well, maybe there's more than just the side stories. Attributions. Okay. Well, there aren't any side stories yet, so we actually need to go through the main story again. Oh my god. Yeah, just fucking caution, nobody actually see. Oh my god. Auto forward time. Enable content warnings. Put it Santora. As I remember, we're skipping a lot of this. If I remember, I can just skipping. Yes, you are very all enthusiastic. Skipping. So now maybe this is how we get the side stories. Pick up on that relates to the fucking girls. Since I like Sayori, I'm simping for Sayori. I will try to get Sayori. We know that Sayori likes suicidal thoughts, sweet things maybe, and happy. She likes being happy. She's trying to be. I don't remember. Friends. Hopeless. It feels like Yuri likes nature. Calm cheat? Yeah. Unstable? Broken. Hope. Happiness. Marriage, I think. Vivid? Fuck. Suicide. Wait. Was Sayori the one who jumped for suicide? Anime. Flower, I think. Flower? Yeah. Summer. Romance. Deep misfortune. Care. Misfortune. Oh my god. Well, that is a fixed Sayori route. Oh yeah, first time I did not really go through the Sayori route. I kind of forgot about that. This is like the first time I've seen it. Yeah, I haven't gotten the CG last time. And it's still the same like before. Mouse not moving around. Okay, sorry. I really like your character. You remind me of a lot of things. Give me your poem. I didn't read last time. Now you get to hear my poem sound. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. But if it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad, I want breakfast. So next is Natsuki. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. I'm pretty worried with Natsuki because, yeah, my last gameplay didn't include my opinion, but my opinion about this poem is just that, yeah, well, Natsuki being in the past or in the present, dealing with some hardships back at home, or maybe her friends mocking her for her hobby of reading manga. Maybe she tried her best to convey her feelings, but she can't. So next, Yuri. May not have a lot of easiness to read. Goes under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. Now, how in the fuck can I actually try to make sense of this? Like, well, yeah, you're the ghost under the light, but you become the light. Yeah, you're just fleeting. Okay, I hope this one doesn't bug. Bug, I mean intentionally bug. Okay, we've read this before. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor. An angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel line like a film left out in the sun, but it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just like a little hole. It wasn't too bright, it was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. Well, this makes sense in what Monica's meta game, where we as he looking in. So now I actually have this side story. Trust and understanding. Well, I Sayori, so here on out this is new. The CG is actually good. I've never seen this CG. Holy balls. This is the dreaded CG. Oh, the lighting though, holy shit. Okay everyone, the literature club is starting. Let's all have a seat and take attendance, okay? Ah, I miss debate club. So, I guess this is the prequel, maybe prequel? Is it canon even? I don't know. Who knew it would be so difficult to start a new club? I feel worse with every day that passes without anyone coming in. I'm really starting to lose confidence. Monica is the only member of the literature club. In the days that have passed, all of our efforts to recruit new members have been fruitless. Am I going about this wrong? Monica glances at one of her flyers. The headline is, "Do you like literature?" What the fuck, what's the code of your club, man? Maybe nobody is into literature enough to pick it over their other club interests. Because those who are into literature won't usually actively search for it, like Yuri. I am interested in the story, like how does Yuri even find a club? I can't just rely on people liking literature. I need to sell them on a vision. A vision. But what kind of vision? Monica rests her head on her desk, deep in thought. But before she realizes it, the recent nights of staying up too late start to catch up to her. It's so quiet and the noise of the air conditioner is soothing. And probably she naps. Yeah. Hello? Yay, the president. Suddenly a voice causes Monica to snap awake. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, I've never done this before. Is this a napping club? No, this is... Monica pauses, suddenly embarrassed to admit that this is in fact the literature club. This song is also new. I'm pretty excited. This is the literature club. Yeah, I thought I got it wrong for a sec. I'm super sorry, it was like so unprofessional of me to do that. Don't apologize, I do that all the time. Yeah, you've been napping. Did I miss the club meeting? Where is everybody? Well, yeah, about that. This is everybody. Really? Just you? But we're getting more members. I'm working really hard on it. Hold on a sec. If it's just you, that means I get to be vice president. Wait, vice president? What are your qualifications? Well, I'm better at napping than you. Maybe I should be president. Now you're just making fun of me. I'm sorry, I'm just joking. Yeah. You napping meta monster? What was your name? Sayori. Okay, Sayori. I've been trying really hard on this club. You know, you caught me at a weird time, but it's really disheartening to not be taken seriously, you know? I care so much about this. I just want to find other people who do too. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I do care, I promise. I have a hard time being serious, that's all. I didn't mean it to hurt you. And I was joking about the whole vice president thing too. I would make a terrible vice president. I mean, I'm sure that Monica tries to say something reassuring, but it's difficult when she still doesn't know much about Sayori. I'm sorry that this isn't like a real club yet, but would you still be interested in joining after I found a few more members at least? Well, no. I want to join now. Really? Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Besides, I can tell how hard you've been working. You're doing something amazing and you should be proud of it, you know? So let me help you turn something stressful into something fun. If nothing else, I'm good at that, so... Yeah, I like that about Sayori. She just wants people to be happy. But usually when those type of people really don't want other people to think about them, because then they will think they're a burden, and that just goes into the spiral of hellhole. Well, it's just like self-blaming. I am just unimportant. I'm just a little flea in the little world. Honestly, how could I possibly say no to that? That's really sweet of you, Sayori. Oh, I'm Monica, by the way. Just Monica. That's such a cool name. Oh, now you're just trying to cheer me up. But you're smiling. Well, I didn't say it didn't work. Monica glances at the flyer on her desk and realizes that her name is already written on it. So what do we do first? Well, it's getting pretty late, isn't it? We can go home and try to come up with some new ideas to recruit club members. I can do that. Cool. And I think I need to put some more thought into my vision for the club. You know, like a mission. My mission is to make everyone happy. That's a vision. Missions should be more specific. Missions are actions that lead to the vision. Yeah, something like that. I need to think about it. Hey, do you like hugs? I guess so. Sayori suddenly pulls Monica into a friendly hug, then let's go. Some people can just really use a hug sometimes. Besides, Sayori whispers loudly, "Hug energy is what gives me at my best." Hug energy. Monica laughs. Although Sayori is very different from her, Monica feels her spirits lifted. Maybe it's just because she finally found another club member. But, well, I'm looking forward to tomorrow then. It'll be fun. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna think really hard tonight about how to get more people. Yeah, me too. So far, it's so wholesome. That's too wholesome. A day passes and the time comes for the return club. Monica and Sayori to reconvene. As president, Monica ensures that she is the first to arrive to the club room, but she finds herself waiting longer than expected for Sayori. It's been 10 minutes already. Maybe Sayori changed her mind about joining? No, that can't be. She was so excited yesterday, but I'm getting kind of worried. Suddenly, Sayori comes bounding through the door. In her hand, she's holding a sheet of paper. Sorry I'm late. I'm here. It's okay, welcome back. And Sayori spins over to Monica and deposits the sheet onto Monica's desk. Oh, what's this? Yeah, why is Sayori not present? Seriously. She's the one who lightens up the club. Oh my god, she's like a core memory. So she started a poem thing. Take my hand, take me forward. Take me to your dreamland, caution me to watch my step, so I can't look back at my footprints. Climb the stairs ahead of me, while I look up to you. The more I look forward, the more I look up, the more I can lend to you. If you can trust me to follow your pace, I'll trust you to set it. If you can trust me to lend you a smile, I'll trust you to return it. Take my hand, take me forward, take me to your dreamland. She's just speaking to Monica directly. Hey, this is really good. You're pretty good. You wrote this, Sayori? Of course. Wait, no, that's the wrong side of the paper. Huh? I haven't read to share that yet, I'm so embarrassed. Monica flips over the paper. Written on the other side is a list of ideas for recruiting new club members. So this is what you meant to show me, big boss. But I'm curious now. Do you write poetry often? I do, but I'm sure I'm not anywhere near as good as it, you're as good at it as you are. Really? I'm actually terrible at writing poetry. I've never written anything I was happy with. Like, I always read it again a week after I read it, and I'm like, wow, this is so stupid. Perfectionist. Perfectionist. So I guess Monica is the type that, like, even if you did something you think is the best at the time, and then you review it, and then you think like, nah, this is not my best, I can do better. There's pro and con of that. Like, you can actually improve, but then you'll never be satisfied by yourself. I don't know. It's like the dramatic version of me doesn't agree with the person I want myself to be, or something like that. Aw, you should have more confidence in yourself. You're the literature club president. I guess you're not wrong there. I need to like set a good example or whatever. You know, I can envision a club doing something like that. Doing what? You know, like sharing poems we write and stuff like that. Yeah. I would love that. It's such a good way to learn about other people too, you know? It's like we have so many emotions that we cannot express to other people, usually. But you can, when it's in a poem, right? Yeah. You can share your feelings, quote unquote. I think that's helping me form a more cohesive vision for the club. I'm so glad that you showed me this, well, even though it was by accident. Me too. I felt embarrassed at first, but now it feels kinda good that someone else did it. I'll try to show you more of them in the future. I love that. Oh jeez, I'm getting distracted. I want to go over this recruitment brainstorm together. My brainstorm so hard, it was like a brain hurricane. I just got a brain hurricane. My brain is a natural disaster. So that's not terrible. Anyway, let's take a look at the list. Make cupcakes. Yep. I was hungry, but it's a good idea, isn't it? Let me think about this. I mean, when would we have the chance to give people cupcakes? You know, like when they come into the club? What if we said we had free cupcakes on the flyers? I'm like kind of worried that would bring in the wrong kinds of people, you know? Wrong kinds? People would just come for the cupcakes and then leave. Oh, nobody will do that. Sayori. That would be mean. But you know, I want to find people who are really into literature, even if they don't know it yet. Let's see. Next thing on the list: hunt for people reading books. I don't think I get it. Like going around the school finding people who are reading books, you know, like in the morning or during lunch, and we tell them to check out the literature club. That word has lost all its meaning on my brain. Literature. Well, the problem with that is like, will most people reading books just be doing it for an assignment or something? How will we know if they're just reading it for fun? The differences between people who are reading for fun and doing homework or something like that, I guess, is that focus. They're more focused on it. Well, we could ask them. But I'm really boring people who are trying to do schoolwork. I didn't think about that part, sorry. Hey, don't apologize. You're coming up with a lot more things than I can. Yeah, what have you been doing, Monica? Come on. You're in the debate club. Oh, your next idea is to hand out flyers rather than just put them on the wall. I thought I'd like to start doing that. I'm useful. I never said you weren't. I just need to think, what would we tell people when handing them out? I don't want to just be like, join the literature club. Let's figure out how we can better engage people. Let's just give them to Sayori, man. What if you told them about the club activities and stuff? What club activities? Yeah, I guess it's supposed to be my job to come up with that, right? A vision for the club. Okay, Sayori. Pretend you're a normal person for a second. You're kinda abnormal right now. I need you to pretend to be not a lizard man. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. You know, like a random passerby who's getting a flyer. How would you react to the idea of the literature club? Sawed off. Probably like, literature is stupid. I'm joining the anime club. What the heck? Sorry, I was just thinking of a friend of mine. Okay, what if I said that we like do group reading and discuss it together? I'll probably nap through that. That's you, Sayori. Yeah, but that doesn't really sound fun to most people anyway. We really need to catch their interest, you know? Ah, this sucks. Why is this so hard? Monica, don't be sad. What do you like about literature, Sayori? Me? Well, kind of what I said about the poem earlier. I think it gives you the chance to express yourself. Like, express yourself in ways you can't normally do when you're just doing your normal day and talking to your friends. I mean, we all have so many thoughts and feelings that we just don't get to share, you know. It's like intimate. Yeah, and too intimate. How do you get that across to people? You know, sometimes you don't want to share your feelings with people. Maybe it doesn't really do good to this club later on, but that's because of the MC. But maybe it's more wholesome before the MC, sharing feelings, and there may be some drama. But people have masks for a reason. We could be like, express your true self. I am a terrorist. I'm a pedophile. Be intimate with us. Okay, that's kind of... I'm just kidding. Oh my gosh. What is it? I forgot all my things in my classroom. I must have gotten too excited and rushed your silly me. Rush? But weren't... Oh, never mind. Did you want to get your stuff then? I forget if I don't do it now. Oh well. I'll wait for you here then. Okay, it'll only take a second. Sayori dashes out of the room, leaving Monica momentarily alone. Monica sighs and starts jotting her thoughts on a sheet of paper. Express yourself. Be who you wanna be. Make new friends. Discover a new you. Brought to you by Vaseline. Vaseline for men. Oh my god, it's like so fucking corporate advertisements, man. Discover your heart. No, that's better. No. Write your heart out. No. Write into your heart. Yeah, that's a song. Write the way into your heart. Join the literature club. Right away into your heart. Well, Tasse. Monica. You startled me. Sorry, but it's something important. On the way to my classroom, there was a girl reading a book. Reading a book? Let's hurry and record her. It's not going to be Natsuki, huh? You read the third person. Wait, are you sure she's not just doing homework? I could tell that she was really into it. Well, I guess we could take a look. Monica grabs one of her flyers and stands up from her desk. Then to depart the classroom with Sayori leading the way. This way, this way. You don't have to run. Sayori leads Monica over to a particular classroom and then lowers her voice to a whisper. See, in here. Monica peers through the window. Sure enough, there's a girl sitting alone intently reading a book. I feel like I'm doing this. I should go inside and talk to her. Me? And why are we whispering? We're outside of the classroom. We're on the hallway. You're the president. You're the president, and I will probably scare her away. Okay, fine, I'll do it. Monica takes a deep breath and then timidly enters the classroom. That was fast. Oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. What? Why? What happened? Well, I entered the classroom and she didn't even look up from her book. So I kinda just left the flyer on her desk and then walk out. That's kind of cute. Kinda awkward. But I'm sure she'll see it and want to join the club. I sure hope so. Shall we head back now? The two head back to the club room. Sayori feeling rather accomplished and Monica still feeling a bit embarrassed by the encounter. Upon returning, Monica and Sayori resume their strategy meeting. They discuss various different kinds of recruitment tactics from professional to silly. After going through Sayori's list and with Monica coming up with ideas of her own, the two end in a better spot than from where they began. Well, I would say today was pretty productive, wasn't it? Yeah, I think we're starting to make progress. I can't wait to get some new members. Hey, what's this? Sayori appears at the sheet of paper Monica was jotting on earlier. Don't mind that. I was just thinking to myself. Join the literature club. Right the way into your heart. That's so cute. I thought it was a little over dramatic. But Sayori pauses and thinks for a moment. You know, I don't think you give yourself enough credit. What? What do you mean? Like, I don't know, I feel like I can tell from talking to you today. It seems like you're always afraid of doing something wrong. Yeah, but would you call yourself a perfectionist? Yeah, perfectionist, can't even code. I can't even code properly to save your friends. Yeah, I definitely am. I hope I don't come off as bullying Monica. Actually, somewhat like Monica. Somewhat. I mean, I always have an idea in my head of how I want things to go. And it's like I can't accept anything less than that. But I think in the end, it helps me try my hardest at everything. So I don't think it's that bad. Like I said. Like with this club, we have such an opportunity to make it into exactly how we envision it. But it feels like we only have one shot at it. So I'm just really afraid of it deviating from that. The vision. What's the vision? It's... Monica pauses to think, then shakes her head to herself. She sighs. I don't know. I just want everyone to... Monica trails off. Smiling, Sayori taps her finger against the sheet of paper. Right away into your heart. I think that's what you're trying to do. I think what you're trying to do is to make the club that you need the most out of anyone. Well, you're the one who knows yourself best, of course. But I'm here to help you. Monica returns Sayori's smile. It's sort of amazing how kind you are. We're really gonna make this the best club ever. Sayori nods and the two remain silent for a moment, lost in thought. The only sound is the steady whisper of the air conditioner. And the only movement is the afternoon sunlight trickling its way in and out of the moving clouds. Maybe the narrator should go into poetry as well. Sayori breaks the moment with a big yawn. Time to go home? You tell me. You're the president. In that case, today's meeting is officially over. I look forward to tomorrow. Me too. Sayori beams and grabs her things. You can go ahead. You can go on ahead. I need a few minutes still. Oh, I can wait. That's alright. I just wanted some time alone. In that case, Sayori waves enthusiastically at Monica. Good luck. Monica smiles and waves in return as Sayori spins her way out of the classroom. Club room. All alone, she sighs to herself and takes a minute to zone out. She's not in the zone, people. She wasn't prepared for the self-reflection encouraged by Sayori, but she decides it was something she probably needed right about now. Yeah, self-reflection, vision. Well, it's kinda ironic. She wants people to write into your heart, but she's a perfectionist and wants things to go her way. Yeah, there's some crash in on that sentence. The club that I need the most. I don't get it. I just wanted to start a club with more passion, something that I could use to help lead people to happiness. That's literally Sayori did. Literature is the key to that, because it's a window to the real person inside of us, underneath the person who is forced to always smile and blend in. Everyone has their demons. Diverse demons. The person who is forced to be perfect. Monica suddenly notices a folder on the floor by her desk. Did Sayori leave this behind? I hope it doesn't have her homework in it. Worried, Monica opens the folder to check. Poems. It's a folder of poems. You're going to give me one? Hey, that seems serious. Become the flower. Sorry. A feeling of joy is a flower plucked from the ground. The color, the scent. It is so pretty in my hair. Every day, I pluck some flowers as though they grew just for me. A lifetime of peace and nourishment yanked away in an instant. All for me, all for joy. I need more. I need more joy. I need more happy. Pluck, pluck, pluck every day. Pluck, 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 so pretty in my hair. Pluck, 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 you're going to die and you too. Beneath my feet, a flower stands alone. It beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moment between my fingers. But to what ends? I look in every direction and the field I stand in, the prosperous field, is a barren wasteland. The fruits of my labor, the carnage of my joy, and that is why I've decided I must become the flower. Jesus Christ. This reminds me of who's spoiler for Omori? Who's Omori's friend of crime? Friend in crime? I forgot his name. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, I just put it on the screen. They like to make analogies. Them, it's like really direct. Yeah, the flower is Sayori. Sayori wants to be plucked, but all the flowers being plucked mean dead. Maybe by her being plucked, she is happier. That seems to be the conclusion. What the? Wait, Sayori? Pictures! Oh my god, you get pictures? Oh, you get the poems! Wow. And you can set it as wallpaper? Error. Oh well, part 2 is open. Oh my god, Jimmy. Ah, Jimmy's so cute. God damn. Part 2. Let's go. Another day passes in a flash, and it's already time for the next club meeting. A continuation, I guess. Where's my mouse? Although Monica should have come up with a plan for today's club task, she hasn't been able to shake her guilt and anxiety after reading Sayori's poem. Yeah, that's red flagish. Not really that big a deal, but I'm so stupid. How did I let myself be the center of attention? Sayori's going through these kinds of feelings and I'm letting her comfort me instead of the other way around. What kind of a club president does that? This whole time I didn't think about asking her own feelings. So much for the stupid vision. Yeah, good to realize that. Sayori enters the club room with her usual smile. But upon seeing the downcast Monica, her smile quickly fades into an expression of concern. Sayori being Sayori doesn't like seeing other people unhappy. Monica, is everything okay? I'm really sorry. I'm such a terrible friend. Huh? What are you talking about? You're an amazing friend. Monica shakes her head. I made this all about myself. Even you said so yesterday. You told me that I'm trying to make the club that I need the most, right? But my problems are so trivial compared to yours. Sayori responds quietly. What are you talking about? But as he says that, her face darkens. Through the silence, Sayori mutters her realization. I left my folder here. Monica stares blankly ahead, unable to come up with a response. I wasn't ready to share those. Now you're worrying about me, I don't want that. But why? We're friends, right? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Friends look out for each other. I want to be here for you as much as you're here for me. Another long moment passes in silence. The air is incredibly heavy. This is different. It wasn't just about you yesterday, it was about the club. Besides, things were so happy yesterday, you don't need to do this all of a sudden. I don't want it. I like happy. So, if you do this, then you're just being selfish. Monica massages her forehead, struggling through the frustration of such a paradox. It's understandable that Sayori isn't ready to share certain things, but as unfair as it is for Monica to pry, it is also painful for Monica to force herself to ignore the needs of her friend. This is psychological horror indeed. You know, like thinking emotionally is just stressing me out. I'm sorry I looked. I disrespected your privacy. No, I don't blame you for looking. You would have at least needed to check if it was mine. Yeah. Monica takes a deep breath. Okay, I understand that you don't need me to worry. And I think I'll be able to put this aside so that we can move on. But can you promise me something? Promise you what? Monica pauses to collect her thoughts. This is the Literature Club. It's a place where people can express themselves in the ways that life normally doesn't allow them to. That's the vision. In fact, it's our vision. Right away into your heart or whatever. So I just want you to promise me that you'll remember that too. It doesn't have to be right now, but I want to be here for you when you need it. I want us to be ourselves like that. Sayori smiles gently. I promise if you promise. Unable to help it, Monica returns Sayori's smile. I promise. Me too. As the conversation closes, the mood in the room is lifted. With that behind them, it's time to proceed with the club activities. So, wanna teach me about poetry? Huh? But what about recruitment? It's fine. We have plenty of time for that. But right now I feel I want to do this. I mean, I do have to fulfill my end of the promise, you know? There's no way I could say no to that. Just don't expect much. I do a lot of writing, but it's not like I'm a scholar or anything. That's fine. I think I just need like some motivation. I never know where to start when it comes to writing poems. Starting isn't so hard. You kinda just need to write down your feelings and see where it takes you. Yeah, but that wouldn't come out any good. It's not supposed to. You're gonna have to fight your perfectionist mind on this one. You can just start by writing your feelings and see what kinds of things it makes you think of. And then you can turn your feelings into a little story. You can get your feelings down first and then make it sound pretty later. It's not like building a railroad where you go from the other end, from one end to the other. It's more like a collage where you find all the things that you want to put in and then you arrange them in a pretty way. At least that's how I do it. It's not like it's the only way, but it's a really good way to not get stuck right at the beginning. I understand. Yeah, I always get so caught up in how it sounds that I forget about what's actually important. Sending the message. And there's this one time I was in Japan, and then, well, it was an international culture in my university. So there's this one Chinese girl. Her pronunciation is so British and so it's like actually good to hear, nice to listen to, but everyone just doesn't understand what she's saying. Her accent is so good, but there's no content to her words. Yeah, it's good to like know the message first. That is the point of conversation. Like, if you get the point across, then it's fine. Monica pulls out a pen and paper to start writing on. Stop being a perfectionist, you idiot. I'm just kidding. No, write it down, write it down. Monica's gonna fuck. I click it. Yeah. No, keep it. What? Why? Are you calling me an idiot? Of course not. But the point is that you're not supposed to police your feelings, right? Be as dramatic as you want. But I was just... well, yeah. Underneath the scribble, Monica rewrites, "You idiot." She stares at the paper. Her words stare back at her. It's kind of funny how I wrote that down, how I wrote down what I'm mad at myself for, and then I did that exact thing anyway. This is really gonna take some getting used to. I believe in you. Thanks, I do too. Me, I mean. But also you, of course. Monica continues the exercise, jotting down her thoughts. It's surprisingly quite a struggle to write without overthinking it. But after a while, with Sayori's guidance and encouragement, Monica's sheet of paper begins to look fairly lively, peppered with all of her random thoughts. Phew. Monica looks up and down at her sheet. Gosh, I feel so tense looking at this. I hate it, but it's also kind of liberating. I can tell how hard you're trying. It makes me happy. I think you'll be good at writing poems. Don't give me too much credit. I'd have to really try hard at it. But I think it's something that I'll enjoy doing. With you. Sayori beams. I'll stop here. But we still have time. Let's try to work on a new flyer for the club. I won't be so picky about the language. Yay. Let's do it. Monica and Sayori proceed with their work. It's nonsense that this is canon. How Monica even... how can someone be so evil to just kill off the bestest friend you have? She's the one who made the club alive. Holy balls. With each passing day, the two of them become more confident in the club. Not simply from their recruitment planning, but from their vision as well. Man, I gotta stop that. History. As their bond strengthens, so does the essence of the literature club. Finally, they begin to truly feel it's only a matter of time before they find more members. Another day passes. As usual, Monica is the first one to the club room. With her is a printout of the revised literature club flyer, complete with all the new ideas Monica and Sayori came up with. If only this was the flyer we gave to that one reading girl the other day. It's so much attractive. More attractive than the old one. But the new catchphrase is featured clearly in the center of the flyer, right away into your heart. Surely, common sense would say that one writes from the heart, not into the heart. But the message being delivered is that one can use writing to discover themselves. Hopefully, Monica and Sayori had thought that it will be enough to garner some curiosity from students. Why do I feel so tense looking at this? Monica thinks back to the previous meeting when she performed the writing exercise. Was I always this bad at expressing myself? How am I supposed to be the president if I can't even demonstrate what the club is supposed to be about? The literature club is truly beginning to take form, but with that the weight on Monica's shoulders only becomes heavier. The debate club was always about the rigid structure, formulating airtight points and counterpoints and delivering them with conviction. It was about the person on the outside. That's why Monica was so good at it. It existed entirely within her realm of comfort. It is suffocating. I need to break through this mental wall. I need to learn to express myself for real. Monica pulls out a sheet of paper and grabs her pen. She presses the tip of the pen firmly against the paper, but her hand doesn't move. Instead, a tiny blot of ink collects around the tip of her pen. Monica lifts her pen and stares at the little blotch. For some reason, she feels compelled to run her fingers across it. As she does so, the blank ink smears across the paper, ruining Monica's canvas. Out of spite for herself, Monica presses her pen down once again, letting the ink collect. She creates a second smear on the paper. Come on, Monica, just move your hand. Monica writes, "This is what I get for seeking perfection. A stain." Holy shit. I mean, that's actually pretty good. Monica slides the paper away from her and puts her head down on the desk. The air conditioner seems louder today. You should have put air conditioner sound, AC sound effect here. I'm here. Hi. Monica hears Sayori approach her desk, then stop for a second, probably reading the piece of paper. Then she sits down in the adjacent desk. Bad day. Bad day. Me too. Bad day at school, man. I don't think it's cool, man. You too? The new flyer looks good. You've been working so hard on the club, but also something else, I think. I can't do it. I'm sorry. It's so hard to just be vulnerable. So he takes the sheet of paper from Monica's desk. She writes something down, then stares at it for a while. Can I trust you? What is she going to write? Is she going to be very blunt on it? Of course. You can trust me with anything. Sayori gazes at Monica with sadness in her eyes, understanding the signal. Monica takes the paper from Sayori's desk and reads it. I want to die. Imagine if she just writes that down. My god. Sometimes I want to die. Sayori. This is really hard for me. Her voice shakes. So if I can do it, then you can too. Because you're like a million times better than me. That's completely not true. Sayori takes a deep breath, trying to steady herself. That's something about me that I've never told anyone before. Even now my head is like screaming at me to stop. Wait, you don't have to force yourself. I mean, just because of the promise yesterday, I want to. It just feels right. I mean, maybe it's part of the reason I came to this club in the first place. This is the literature club. I like the pauses before the dialogue comes out. It has this like tense gap between that dialogue. It's pretty good, pretty good. I trust you more than I'm scared. At those words, Monica stands up. Sayori must have taken days to work up the courage for this. Were Monica's own futile but genuine efforts actually the push that Sayori needed? You're perfect for each other, I guess. Sayori's deliberate breaths can be heard over the air conditioner. As she prepares herself to continue, Monica waits in a gentle silence. I have this problem where I get really upset when people worry too much about me. I can't control it. It's like, why waste your energy worrying about me when you can just be happy instead? So I never tell anyone about these kinds of thoughts that I have. It's so much easier to just smile and help everyone else be happy. But that's terrible. That's what Monica wants to say, but she stuffs herself in fear of saying the wrong thing. It's just that if everyone knew about it, they wouldn't treat me the same anymore. Like whenever I'm not smiling, everyone would worry about me and ask me what's wrong. I know that because it used to be like that. Sayori pauses, seeming to recall something in the past. I just want everyone to be happy. That's the most important thing to me. And letting people look inside my head doesn't bring happiness to anyone. Sayori pauses again, her solemn expression making her look almost like an entirely different person. How did you find the courage to tell me this? You're not worried that I'll be one of those people too? I'm worried. Part of me really hates myself for doing this. But another part of me, I think, just felt like it would be different this time. Whenever we talk about what the club is supposed to mean, I kept feeling like it was right for me to do. Especially after you've been trying so hard to express yourself too. It just made me feel like I could say it in confidence, and our friendship doesn't have to change. It's so silly. The club is only 2 people, but it already means this much to me. Monica feels a tightening sensation in her heart, a feeling of a connection as Sayori's emotion radiate between them. Me too. I was so lost until you showed up. You're so brave, Sayori. You're so strong and brave, I don't even compare. Monica steps forward. But if nothing else, I can at least offer you some hug energy, if you'd like. This is wholesome. This is wholesome. I hope it stays this way. Wordlessly and without a smile, Sayori rests her forehead on Monica's shoulder. Through their contact, Monica can almost feel the torrent of thoughts swimming in Sayori's head. And in this moment, enchanted by the air of the club, Monica realizes that of all the days that have passed, this is the one where she really hopes that nobody new walks through the door. She speaks softly. You're like the sweetest girl I've ever met. You can't say anything, and I'll never judge you. I promise. Sayori's breath begins to quiver. She takes several deep breaths, trying as hard as she can to start speaking, to say the things she never once dared to say out loud. Finally, she speaks in a choked voice. I'm so worthless. I'm worthless, and everyone would be better off without me. She suppresses a sob as a tear falls down her cheek. I'm just an inconvenience to everyone. I'm not good at anything, and it just feels like everyone has just to put up with me. And I hate it. I hate it. The more Sayori speaks, the more she fails to control her voice, falling victim to the overwhelming sadness clutching at her throat and chest. I don't want to have these thoughts. I want them to go away, and I'm now making you put up with me, and I just want to die. As soon as Sayori loses her composure, Monica becomes determined to keep her own. She only wants to be what Sayori needs right now, so she won't let any sadness show. Her voice comes through as soft and gentle. This isn't pulling up with you, it's just being your friend. Monica offers a few words of comfort, but she knows, Sayori said it herself, that the thoughts Sayori experiences are the ones that don't belong. And Monica can't magically make them go away. The most she can do is help Sayori battle them, like any good friend would do. You have so much value, to me and your other friends too. This club wouldn't have been the same without you. I really mean that. Your coming here was the best thing that could have happened. Even if you never got any other members, I would still be happy. That's what brought you here. You brought us a vision, and you also brought happiness. And that's your favorite thing to do, right? Sayori doesn't respond, but Monica feels her gently nod. No more words are needed between them. Come on! Man, how dare you, Monica? The two share their embrace for a little while longer, Monica letting Sayori take as much time as she needs. Once her breathing steadies and her sniffles fully cease, Sayori lifts her head and wipes her eyes. I guess I needed that. Some days are harder than others. Well, I'm here whenever you need me. But any other time, I'll make sure that things are the way they usually are. If that's what makes you happy. Thanks. You're the best. No, you are. The two exchange smiles. You know, I'm sorry to bring this up all of a sudden, but have you considered talking to a professional? Sayori nods. It's scary. It's already so hard to tell people. Yeah. Well, of course, it will always be your choice, but if you're ever looking to find the courage for it, I can do my best to help you. Thanks. I think it helps knowing that you would. Terry suddenly yawns and stretches. Wow, that made me tired. And hungry. Well, I won't make you do any work today if you're not up for it. No, I want to. I mean, I can say that it's definitely one thing that makes me happy. Monica smiles. But I might want to get a snack first. All of a sudden, the sound of the door causes the two of them to turn their heads. The door opens halfway, then stops. A face peeks inside. A face that seems familiar. Well, that was heavy, but I like it. They go into, I guess, all the characters and then build upon them. The side stories are just building characters, and then you go back to the main the main game, and oh my God, this is going to be heavier than before. But I don't get it. If it's canon, then goddamn.